What's going on, I wondered, trembling with fright. Why do I feel so weird? Whoa, I cried out as I finally managed to touch my body. Yuck! My skin was soft, and it was covered with a fine layer of fuzz. Help! Miss Carmen! Help! Something's wrong! I tried to shout, but there was something wrong with my voice. It came out all tiny and squeaky, little mouse squeaks. I rolled over onto my stomach and tried to get up. I spread my arms to balance myself. I gasped as I realized my feet weren't even touching the ground. I was flying. What's happening to me? I cried in my squeaky little voice. I floated upward and crashed into a kitchen cupboard. Ow! Help me! I moved my strange new arms and realized I had some control over which way I flew. I felt some weird muscles in my back going into action. Testing my new muscles, I flew over to the kitchen window. Exhausted, I landed on the sill. I turned my head to one side. Then I gasped in fright. Oh no. Please, no, I cried. Please don't let it be true. I reached up and tried to cover my eyes. The creature in the window did the same thing. And suddenly, I knew the hideous truth. The monster in the mirror. It was me. Miss Carmen had messed up totally. And now I was trapped inside the body of a bee. Okay, before we go on, I know what the title of the book is. So let's just get the joke out of the way.
Not the bees! Ah!
Okay. Greetings, Internet, and welcome to Bookworms Goosebumps Retrospective. Today, for number 17, we learn why I'm afraid of bees.
Bees, my god.
This is going to be a long review. Gary hates everything about his life. He is a total klutz at school where everyone makes fun of him. His family laughs at all the silly things he does, and his neighbor keeps scaring him with his bee farm.
Not the bees! Ah!
Fed up, he finds an ad where he can switch lives with another kid. He goes for it, but something goes wrong, and he finds out that he swapped places with a bee.
Bees, my god.
That's going to get old fast. The cover is honestly disturbing. Seeing the human face on the... well, you know. It's the whole uncanny valley. That face isn't supposed to be on that kind of body, and I want to know why it's there. He's no ordinary human being.
Not the bees! Ah!
I found myself sympathizing a lot with Gary. I know how it feels thinking everyone is against you, and you just want to get away from it all. Which of course the whole mix-up with the flying insect makes Gary realize how good he has it. It's a wonderful life with bugs. Bugs. Actually, for a change of pace, everything that happens was just a pure accident. Not some grand shady plan to make Gary see what's right in front of him. Though I do wonder how a business where they switch children's minds somehow exists and has not been shut down by angry parents. It would make one hell of a news story. Is your kid's brain in someone else's body? More at 11. My one issue with it is that the ending ends too perfectly. The climax leads to what I consider one of the saddest moments I have ever read in the series. I thought that was how it was going to end. Then things get magically fixed up with little explanation as to how, and everyone becomes the bestest of friends. It was just too perfect for my taste. Outside of that, it's a pretty solid book for what it is. What about you, Internet? What's your opinion? Till next time, have a scary day.
Bees, my god.